I'm not, Troy, do you have time in your streaming schedule to stream something other than trying to shiny hunt at that one specific location in Pokemon Sword and Shield? For that dang Magikarp or whatever the Barracuda thing is called? For those of you in chat who don't know anything about my boy Troy here, he also streams. He's one of those mad lads that does shiny hunting. And he just hit 6,000 encounters earlier today trying to get a single fishing spot to give him a shiny to no avail. My evenings are usually free, not gonna lie, but next week is kind of chaka. Chaka? Chaka? You know what, Troy? Maybe I don't want to interact with you now, actually. Now that you've said chaka, maybe I'm gonna call the whole thing off. That's fine if you're like super busy next week. I mean, I'm always about as busy as I am, so you know we can always hit up after the fact. If we want to do it as a stream thing, though, we really need to do it before Forbidden West comes out, because that will consume my soul. Bow, bow, bow. Aim for the following week if that's chill. Absolutely, dude. Sounds good to me. We'll need to, well, we won't need to. It's a 2 to 6 player game. If you want to keep it just you and me, we can. I think the game definitely takes longer. There's no way you can do it in one sitting. It's like the game will take like 5 to 8 hours. Like its playtime is not a lie. But we should try and get 2 other people for it if we can. I think 4 players is the best way to go about it. Some of the rules change when you have 4+ players. So, you know, if you want to 1v1 me, no items, Legends of Sinnoh, Fox only, or Shinx only, we only use Shinx as our starter, we can do that too. But if we want to pick some select lads or lattices, gals that we want to get in there, if there's anyone specific that you're like, oh, I want to have this person join us, I'm all for it. We can discuss in Discord. I'll hit you up. Are you in my Discord server? I don't know if we're friends on Discord. I don't know how feasible it would be for me to contact you on Discord. Maybe I'll just message you on Twitter instead. All right, you need the intelligence training. You're getting up there. I'm gonna give you a defense item real quick. Hold up. I gotta have one of those defense things. Yeah. That'll do it. And then you just need 1 more level for that 1 more speed. Nice, nice, nice. Angelwomon is getting up there. Burning Greymon is going to this. You're going to Oriumon. Cannon Beamon just needs to get to level 50 for something. 130 defense. Okay, so like 3 more levels. No big deal. And then you're almost to 55. You gotta get that brain training. Gotta get smart. I just need this training to be done. The main reason we're doing this little bit of like boring grinding right now is just because I wanted the training thing to go through to make our main megas stronger. Then we can have our main megas in while we're doing this little bit of grind, and it'll go even quicker because then we can like go to under Kowloon 5 and kill stuff faster. I think you'd be down for it, Lone Wolf. It's Pokemon, which is inherently like you Pokemon, but it's way more board game. I think it's really fun. I'm gonna start uploading it to YouTube, hopefully on like Sunday. The first round that me, RTK, Michael, and Sly played. Okay, you are in my server. Cool. I'll hit you up on some Discord DMs, brother. 1v1 locked in Sunny Shore items, no items, Shinx only, exactly. Don't die. Thank you. Just get to Gallopmon's turn. I just need these next, like, 11 minutes to pass so I can get my main team back. Goodbye! You don't need heavy strike. We're already so close to Ophanimon, please. Give me like 2 more fights real quick here. Why are my Digimon so slow? I'm dying inside. Troy, do you have like a normal sleep schedule? Do you sleep like a normal human being? This has become Grill Troy time. Just gonna like figure out all of the personal information Troy is willing to give up in a Twitch chat. Troy, what's your bank information? What's your British equivalent of a social security number? What's your mother's maiden name? Just, you know, so I can answer that security question when I try and log into your personal accounts. Yeah, your first pet, what was the name of the first street you lived on? Where do you do your banking, etc., etc.? Shield of the Just! Goodbye. I figured you were a normal sleep schedule guy, that's what I thought. Name of a stuffed toy you had as a child. Is that a British, I've never heard that one before. Is that a British British security question that comes up fairly often? I've never heard that one. Or is that just a good old Lone Wolf special? Bam, 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 bam. I love that chat has now just become like, what are all the personal questions you can ask? Elementary school name, childhood best friend, your first car, etc., etc. How many different security questions can chat come up with? Troy, you normally like start to go to bed at like 10 p.m.? Yo, that's insane. I wish I had a life like that. I usually go to bed at like, oh man. Usually I'm like getting ready and going to bed at like midnight, but I don't like, I have trouble falling asleep, which is one of the reasons I hate Liam. Because, oh, I'm such an idiot. Dinobimon wasn't in my main party, and so I wasn't getting as much experience there, because he's got my stupid Technician USBs, doesn't he? Oh, he only had one of them. Okay, I wasn't missing out that much. But, Liam says that he can just, like, he lays down and he falls asleep, and I envy that kind of power. I usually have to lay down for at least, like, half an hour, like, listening to a YouTube video or something before I can fall asleep. Okay, we might get to 200 Abby just on Digivolving, but I'm gonna immediately degenerate you to Pyldramon because we need Pyldramon checked off the list. Now we will be at 200 upon Digivolution for sure. So now we just have to get you back to Imperial Dramon again, which looks like it might be rough with your intelligence. Or not your intelligence. You don't need intelligence. It's speed and defense. So actually you should be fine. Yeah, you only need 75 speed. You gotta get to level 55. That's 54 levels. I can change you to a speed nature. Your defense has already got a little bit going on. Yeah. We should be good. Should be good. So get Pyldramon back up there, and then we'll be good on that. Can you Digivolve? Nice. Let's actually get Craniumon first. Actual bedtime is like 11 to midnight, but like for calls and stuff, I finish up by 10. Understandable. That's more in line with what I got going on. Waltz's End. OP when used against you. Bad when you use it. Probably not bad, but not as good. Yeah, I can't, my dad was the same way. My dad always had a fan going when he was going to sleep. I can't fall asleep unless there's some kind of noise. If there's, like, pure silence, it doesn't work for me. Just doesn't work out. All right, I am done with this Mega Gargomon now. Just put you in here, and I may as well degenerate you into something. A Cannon Beamon is gonna become the other stuff I need. So Mach Galgamon can maybe become something useful. Oh, I could try and get Marukimon off of you. You'll definitely get the speed. Probably have to do... Actually, you're only like 50 intelligence away. You gotta go up to 54 levels. That Mach Galgamon might get us Marukimon. Easy. That would be pretty nice. Pretty pog. Where was that Kendo Garurumon at? It's this Lobomon. I need you to become Kendo Garurumon for me. I need you to become Magna Garurumon, more specifically. And then, honestly, I'm just gonna immediately degenerate Craniumon, I think. I should have him level up at least slightly. Like, at least a little bit. Wait, that was Billionaire. I need Tactician. Pum-pum-pum-pum. I would kill to be able to sleep on command. I know, it infuriates me every time I remember that Liam claims, I've never seen proof of it, but Liam claims he's capable of just falling asleep when he lays down. I would kill for that kind of skill. For that talent. Because that is a talent, straight up. Like, that's something you're innately born with that other people crave. I wish I could do that. Where's Craniumon? I'm looking for Craniumon. Does Craniumon actually learn anything by level 35 at the latest that entices me? I missed him. Where is he? There he is. No. No, he does not. I'd only want awesome quakes. We just level you up slightly, then degenerate you. Liam's bed has sleeping gas installed. Ah, it all makes sense. I keep a fan on. I recently learned that it's actually common. I thought I was just weird. It's more common than I thought it was, too. Like, I never thought that it was, like, a super rare thing, because my dad and I both did it, and I knew some other people that did, but I thought it was less, like, it was not a rarity, but, like, uncommon. But it is definitely far more common than I thought it was, which is interesting. This would be going so much better if we were in under Kowloon 5. Kowloon 5 isn't that great for grinding. I really think under Kowloon 5 is just like the best place to go for it. As soon as that training thing ends, we'll be good. Get our other megas back in. I want to get back into streaming, but I don't know where to start. Any pointers? I am the worst person to ask, is my first pointer. There are so many things that, like, you can and probably should do to try and be better at streaming and, like, make progress in your, like, stream growing and stuff like that. I don't do any of those things. The only advice I can give you is make sure you're doing something you like doing, otherwise you'll get miserable and, like, you know, some streamers get hit with, like, burnout and stuff where they're like, hey, I just need to quit for a while. It happens, like, 10 times as likely if you're doing something you don't love doing. If you're, like, playing games you don't enjoy just to try and get attention and stuff like that. So that's my only real advice, which is the most basic advice that everyone knows and everyone gives, like, hey, make sure you enjoy what you're doing. Other than that, I'm the worst person to ask. I don't put a ton of effort into trying to grow or do things specifically. I just play video games and people show up. That's not to say that I put in no effort. But I don't do, I mean, like, my effort mostly comes down to, hey, make sure that, like, you tag videos properly. And also be certain to play Digimon games every now and then, because that's what your target audience wants to see. I like this better when I had a Nightmon. Yeah, make sure the wolves behave. Something for sure is if you're just like really starting out, if you don't have like a huge audience right out the gate, and I shouldn't say huge. I got 40 people watching here. That's not huge. That's not even enough to make a partner. Not to say that I'm not grateful or anything. I'm really digging myself into a hole here. I'm very grateful for the amount of viewers I have, but you know, like, I'm not like a huge streamer by any means. But once you get like past like 10 viewer average, someone who's been a viewer in your channel for a while, or someone like you personally know who's like watches your streams, find yourself a good mod. Like, get a good mod who can be there. You don't have to have like a mod at every single stream you have, but having a mod who shows up for like a majority of your streams, who you know you can trust and is like decent at least decent. I say decent, my mods are amazing. But is at least decent at like being a mod, it's literally invaluable. I think having good mods is possibly the most overlooked thing for anyone who watches streamers but doesn't stream themselves. It is, like, cannot stress enough how relieving it is to have good mods. What level is Angelomon? I want to get Angelomon to 55 because she might be able to Digivolve. Yeah, get yourself like a Lone Wolf or a Wolfen or a Lauren. In Troy's case, he has Lauren as his mod. Play the weeb games I like? Got it? Yeah, exactly. If you ever play a game that you enjoyed, even if it wasn't your favorite thing that you did, but if you played something that you enjoyed and you happened to notice, like, hey, I got a lot more attention for that. Like, more people were watching, more people were interested, people were asking when I would be streaming that specific game again. Don't drop everything and just focus on that one game, because, again, you'll burn yourself out. But for me, that's Digimon as a whole. Go for it. Like, you need to focus that. It's a really good way to grow, is when you find something that's, like, getting attention and helping you grow a bit. Don't drop everything and only focus on it, I would say personally. Some other people might say otherwise. But definitely put more focus on that game or that franchise, that brand, more so than you do anything else you play. And it will probably pay off. Because it'll get you a bigger audience growing that can then spread out to the other stuff you play. How do you find mods? People in your chat. The best way to get mods is to just pay attention to your chat. You should be paying attention to your chat when you're streaming anyways, because that's what a lot of people, when they go to streams, they want to see. They want to see people who are, like, people who interact with chat and all that. And then, like, someone who's been in your chat for, like, don't just pick up someone who's been watching you for, like, a week straight. Someone who's been watching your streams for, like, months on months, and, like, you know they're a cool dude, and they interact well with other people in chat, and are just, in general, like, neat, basically. That you know that you're like, I can trust this guy. Because they're around a lot, and they're really cool about being around a lot, and they interact well with other people in the chat. Those people become your mods. And obviously, don't just, like, hit them with the mod ship. You should talk to them first. I've never modded someone in my channel without first being, like, at least not since I came back. Back when I first started streaming, I just modded my friends. But I've never modded someone in chat, like Wolfen or Raptor, without first hitting them up outside of stream and being like, hey, dude, is this something you'd be interested in doing? This is what I would expect of you if you were to be a mod. Or do you want to do that? Or do you just want to keep being a viewer? Totally cool either way. Whichever one you want to do. If you want to be a mod and have that responsibility, I'd be glad to have you. But if you're just like, I just enjoy watching, I don't really want to have any responsibility, I don't want to be any part of that, totally respectable, which I've never had that happen. I've only asked 2 people other than, I don't even remember if I actually asked Lone Wolf. I think Lone Wolf was actually, he got modded when he was just a friend of mine, and then it stuck, because he was great at it. But, same for Michael and Shroom and RTK, who I think are all still modded. Is RTK still a mod? I don't remember. But Wolfen and Raptor, the 2 people who aren't just, like, people that I had known for years who were friends of mine, they were viewers first. I hit them up outside of stream and was like, is this something you want to do? You interested in it? And they were like, yeah, I'll do it. And then they got modded. Angelomon needs way more defense. Does she need exactly 20 more? She needs 18 more. How many more Aegis apples do I have? 2? I'm going to use those on Angelomon. Well, yeah, I'm going to use them on Angelomon. And get that done. I have another Kendo Garurumon over here. Why do I have so many dang Kendo Garurumons? That's the wrong island. All right, that's done, though. That's good. That's good. That's good. Also, by the way, I'm sorry if I'm not noticing anything in chat right now. I'm just, like, talking off the cuff and not looking at chat because I'm trying to keep the game going because we've just been grinding stuff for, like, 30 minutes, and I need to get this done. Oh, did you get a 20 for one of those? Aw, dang it. I forgot that it can be 20 sometimes. I shouldn't have hit both of those so fast. Oh, well, it happens. All right, Craniumon, Degenerate, Nightmon, go. All right, 101 Abby, not bad. Paildramon getting back up to 55, making his way there. Looking good on speed and defense. This Lobomon, Kendo Garurumon. 26 Abby, that's all he needs. All right, then you just got to get to level 50, and you got to have the speed and attack. Definitely going to have the attack. The speed, you're not nimble yet, so it'll be a little iffy, but should be doable. Hisuarumon needs 1300 HP. I'm just gonna overlevel you. You only need 70 more. You have to get to like level 80, right? Ugh, I'm probably gonna use some of my items on you. You gotta get to 55. Ophanimon! The 20 was the second one? Oh, that makes me feel better. Oh, is Troy giving advice in stream? My advice is to listen to whatever Troy is saying. I wasn't gonna ask Troy to give advice if he didn't want to do that while he was just chilling in chat. But if Troy, like, he looks into this stuff a lot more than I do. He understands, like, much more than I do, at least, like, how that side of Twitch, like, works. Of, like, trying to improve yourself and get better and further and stuff like that. So, anything that Troy says, I officially endorse. I would be like, hey, did Troy say that? Yeah, you should probably listen to what he said. He more than likely knows what he's talking about.